Are we still trying to get live?
Yeah, we're trying to get live feed, sorry.
There we go, Cliff.
Okay. Okay, thanks.
But it doesn't have everybody.
It'll do as you speak. It'll move around. Okay, so I'm sorry. So 7430, in all schools, not just preschool.
Yep.
So do we need to make a motion to table that for next
Well,
month?
It would be if Craig wanted to amend his motion.
Okay.
Right, he would remove 1220 and 7430.
I amend my motion.
You made it, you amended it, I'll second, I'll pull one too.
So then I would ask for a motion to approve the Neola policies with the exception of 1220 and 7430. Craig is making a motion.
I'll
Jerry,
second.
second. Any further discussion on that? If not, all in, Jerry?
Aye, oh yes, sorry, I forgot we're doing
Yes.
All right, what are we voting again?
On the Neola policies, I get with the exception of policy number 1220 and 7430.
You just give it up.
1220 had to do with the nepotism about the superintendent relatives, and the other one's got to do with water testing, or testing.
What testing?
The office employees, that are related yet? Is that in it?
But we're asking for clarification, so I say full from.
So that one is not going to be.
I want clarification.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting more clarification.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, everybody has voted yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
7-0. Okay, so now discussion on what we pulled. 1220, we're gonna get clarification, so. And on 7430, make the change, so then would you have reread next
Yes,
time?
we'll have to do first reading
Okay.
next month. And we're actually have another round of first readings already. So we'll just include them with that. So it'll just be in the next packet.
How many are there?
Not this many, but 40, maybe.
I gotta get glasses, so I'm getting the next batch.
Yeah,
I had a bad headache after these.
sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty, Career Center update, Mr. Johnson.
Yeah, so I had actually asked Mrs. Stroud to put that together, if she could take a moment to do that today.
So things are moving along. We're really, really excited. Have some roadblocks to get through. Just trying to figure out how to get over there with transportation, things like that. Number of students in the classes, amount of time that we can stay over there. So those are things that we're all working through. I've written just a few things down of things that we've been doing this summer. So we've established the classes for the construction classes this year. We've double blocked our 2 last pathway classes so that they can spend more time at the Career Center. We did that as well last year, just to get more time to work on things. We are reviewing the HVAC and determining the need in individual classrooms instead of looking at the unit as a whole. We're looking at individual classrooms and what we need to kind of get air conditioning to specific classrooms. Working on transportation, like I said, working on a partnership with Jasper Engines on a part that we can make for them. We had a really nice visit in June to the Jasper Engines facility and a really great talk. And basically they have told us that they want to work with us. We are trying to determine what part would fit with our school best. So they're interested in giving us a piece of equipment. They're not sure which piece of equipment to give us yet, whether it'll be a 3D printer or a, some kind of CNC machine, something like that, so that they can, our kids can start making parts. Our business pathway will do invoicing. Our JAG pathway will help with the business side of it as well. Our computer science courses and our welding courses will help with it. So we're just kind of waiting on them to give us a go ahead of what they want us to do for them. And then we're going to incorporate that however we need to. This summer, we have added dual credit to both our construction and our welding. We're adding 15 credits of dual credit to our construction classes next year. So that is 5 classes, 5 college level classes that are going to be added to our construction. We're also going to do the NCCER curriculum, which is the same one that Prosser does. And then we're that's basically a national organization that can go anywhere with them after the kids are certified. We're gonna continue with the OSHA 10 as well with the Carpenters Union. Our welding has added 6 credits of dual credit, so we're excited about that as well. So as soon as school starts, we're gonna start demolition, and we're going to reach out to the Carpenters Union, who have already told us that they are going to do community service for us, and so we're just kind of organizing contractors, and we're looking to hopefully coordinate a possible construction manager to oversee contractors through like the whole process. Just worried that one construction teacher is going to have trouble doing all that teaching as well. So just working through that.
Do you think you'll be over there this fall?
Yep.
And you'll have air and water and all that stuff?
We will have, we're in the process of getting air, and then they will hook up the water and get the contractors to hook up the water and things like that. It's a matter of turning on the water, but I do know that we will need some toilets and sinks and things like that have been used other places. So, but yes.
You split units, they you have to open the room up.
Yes, and so that's our current thinking right now, is that we would do 1 unit per room.
How many kids do you have?
Split units.
How
I
many?
know you did schedules, but I mean, roughly how many kids you got gonna be down there?
We've got roughly 34 kids that will be at English, and then we've got 2 principals classes of 40. So we have 74 kids total in our construction program.
So you'll have morning classes and they'll come back for lunch?
Yeah, so we're working through that. So currently, with our 1 construction teacher, we have principles of construction in the morning. So those will be 2 single period classes. And then we've double blocked our 3rd and 4th periods. So they will go to English, do work, come back. Our teacher will stay there and do some contracting and, working with contractors and things like that, and finishing up whatever we need to. I'll have an aide going with them. They're not gonna go back by themselves, obviously, but, and then come back for 7th and 8th period. So,
Okay, so they won't be over in the afternoon?
yes, 7th and 8th period.
Yeah.
Yep, two
Oh, for 7th
two different groups.
2 different groups?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
2 different groups, and then we're hoping with our, we had really hoped that the 4-day would go through, but, so we're hoping to still utilize our Mondays for, hopefully a whole day eventually of working down there with, at least 1 crew of kids all day.
They gotta do demo work right off.
Yep, so that's what they're gonna start immediately in August.
Is there anything you need help with? I mean, is there,
We're
Day by day.
working on the transportation, and we're working on a construction manager, or figuring that piece out. I'm just a little worried. We could benefit from 1 more person.
And also too, I know you may not be ready to divulge this part, but is there some upgrades that we're gonna need to do to protect when we get to that point? And I'm not saying this is happening this year, this may be a 2-year plan, but when we start doing renting equipment and things like that, that will be that fenced lighted area to protect that.
I'm assuming so, yes.
So
Yeah,
that's something we have to plan for.
Yep. So, yeah, definitely that as well.
Right, I mean, I know that's not immediate, but I mean, in our planning, we've got to
Right.
think about this.
I mean, my goal is to have a greenhouse down there and have a full day of agriculture programming, a full day of welding programming, a full day of construction programming. So, I mean, definitely 1 more person being down there, and then of course all of that as well. So, I mean, it's just finding the funds to do it. And, I feel like we've got a really good start with the CFCC. Could not be more thankful for them, and our Ready Schools grant. And so we'll go as far as we can go with what we've got so far. And then,
Yeah, that's all good use of that money right now.
yeah,
That's great.
so lots of good things happening.
State's real interested on that, really. I mean,
Yeah, we've got lots of people who are trying to be partners
Mhm.
with it, or who have reached out to us, or we've reached out to them. It's just kind of a matter of how does it fit into our school day, and how are we going to get them? I think we just got to dive in and get there. So we're just waiting on the kids to get there, and then full steam ahead.
Exciting times,
Thank you, Mrs.
You're
Strout.
welcome.
light bulbs.
Okay, this is hot off the presses. So at about 5:30 today, we got our quote for the poles and the lights, and a kind of an interesting plan that Paget has thought of, and to help us out and get us going in the short term. So this is an entire proposal, but, and this is of course yours to take with you, but the easiest way to describe it is we have had the engineers have already come to check on the 2 south poles as well as the west pole, the 3 that are still standing. The northwest pole is fine. They reiterated that it is safe. The 2 south poles, though, are not safe. So this plan includes improving those poles, getting them re-welded, done through the engineering plan. The other pole is going to have all the lights replaced on it because they all, of course, broke when it fell. So the Paget's idea, along with the athletic director, was to, and Mr. Larimore at Larimore Electric, was to take down the 2 poles at the baseball field and get those lights and put those on the football field, the new pole, because they will match the football field. So that way we're not buying all new lights because that's a 20-week wait, we found out today. So we couldn't use them at all this whole season. So if we can get the baseball lights moved over to the football field and get those put up, everything will match. In this entire plan, as you can see down there, the Paget piece is that the total? The page 3 has the exact total at the very top, which is well under our deductible. So it would not be an insurance claim. This is just something we pay with operations or rainy day. After this discussion, after I kind of heard the board's thoughts on that, it doesn't need a formal motion that we have to do it. I just need to kind of have an idea of where you guys think we should be paying what fund. That's what I would like input on, please.
Where do you want to take it from?
I think we have it in operations.
I'll make a motion to take it out of operation.
I'll second it.
Cliff, that is 63,801 is the total. And can you email this to?
Yeah, I'll email it to Cliff, yes.
Okay.
Cliff, it's almost 64,000.
All right, thank you.
Yes.
And I have a couple sets of lights that I could probably be able to use in case we need it.
Okay, thank you. Oh, thank you. I forgot that piece was on the back. If for whatever reason we can't get the baseball lights put in quickly enough or anything like that, there is a $383 a day tall pole that will have 4 lights on it if we needed it in an emergency. We don't think we would need that, but Jerry, thank you for offering that if that comes through.
Don't let me forget.
No problem.
Okay, we have a motion and a second.
So my question is, we're taking them from the baseball field. When are we replacing the baseball fields?
20 weeks.
In 20 weeks?
Yeah, we have to wait.
It's all part of the 63,000 deal.
That part is not. We do not have quotes for new lights yet.
So it's still not going to be under our deductible then, because we're still going to have to pay for the new lights over there. And right?
I do not think the insurance company was willing to pay to replace all the lights on the football field so that they all matched for LED. So we were just going to leave the 2 baseball ones up. But if it became an emergency that we couldn't get lights or we couldn't afford lights, those could come back down and get moved to baseball in the spring, yes.
But they owe us for 2 cents, right?
I don't think we're doing it.
2 cents.
We're not doing
We
it.
put those on the baseball field, and then we would just have to buy the extra.
Yeah, we wouldn't file a claim for the 64,000. So we would still need to be responsible for the replacement of the lights on the football field or the 2 over on the baseball field. Because we're going to have to pay for that out of pocket regardless.
Yeah, so no claim.
Or insurance.
Okay. So we don't know how much new sets of lights are going to cost them.
They ballparked us for the football field. It was like $220,000, which
That's for how many lights?
for all 4 poles. So there's 16 lights on each pole, I think.
Yeah, there's 16 or 14. Can't see over here and say it, I can almost see them.
Yeah.
There's a bunch.
And you can count. I know your eyes are
Okay,
getting
we're going to be paying $64,000 now, plus we're going to be spending out, maybe another, how much for the baseball field lights in a few months?
Yes. Let's see what they have.
What you're saying, Cliff, this could potentially turn into a claim. We're going to exceed if we count the lights for whichever pole we're going to put them on. We'll exceed the $100,000.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. I see that. I see what he's saying. You see what he's saying?
Yes, I do. I don't know that it would be enough over 100,000 though to make the claim to then make our rate go up.
Did you say 200 grand?
For the entire football field.
Oh.
If we do this, we just need to replace the 2 poles at the baseball field. And they have 8 lights each, I believe.
Well, I think we have to do something to get football
Yes.
going.
We have to make them safe.
Yes, and we had, this gives us to have a home field, a home game, so. Cliff, what's your suggestion? Your deal with insurance? Did he hear
Well,
me?
I mean, if we already filed a claim, did they already give us a claim number?
I have a claim number, yes.
All right, so regardless, we have a claim. So at this point, it doesn't matter if we go over 100 to 101,000, we have a claim. Or if we don't do anything, we have a claim. So, I mean, we're gonna have a claim on our record regardless. So if our rates are gonna go up, they're gonna go up. So if it's 150,000, we might as well give them 50,000 that they're gonna owe us. So what I would recommend is talk to your adjuster or to the company and tell them, hey, this is what we're doing in the short term. Is it okay to replace these other 2 to make sure that they're okay with us kind of swapping things around, which they should be. Because at the end of the day, they're gonna owe us for 2 poles and the lights, or 3 poles or whatever it was.
Mhm.
Makes sense.
Okay, so well then for that, I don't really need it. I don't need anything other than I'll just continue with the claim.
Do you need anything?
I do not.
Does all this stay on schedule and all that?
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
yes, you can. But Cliff, I'll also email you this though tomorrow, okay?
Okay, next.
Yes.
Thanks, Cliff.
Yeah, thanks. Next item, landscaping.
So the landscaping and the elementary facilities, I just asked Katrina to leave these on here so I don't drop the ball on getting those up, but I have not worked on any of those in the last 2 weeks since we met.
Elementary facility updates.
Same with the vet landscaping, those 2 together.
Can I bring up one thing? How hot is it that our kids can't be in elementary school? What's the temperature?
I don't know off the top of my head.
And I know you don't know this, and it's not your fault. It was 86 degrees in Middletown yesterday. Is that going to be fixed?
I did not know that.
I just know, I guess the chiller's down or something, but it was hot. I mean, it was
So
really hot.
nobody reported that to you?
No.
I mean, at some point, we gotta get, maintenance has gotta be,
So that's-
start giving you a
that's what
priority.
That's for air conditioning over there? Is that
I
right?
just know inside, if it's working, I don't know what room it's working in, but, and that was,
You might check all the rooms.
that was a teacher, it wasn't my wife, it was another
We
teacher.
used to have single rooms that get up to like 90 and then everywhere else would be okay.
I'm okay with swapping around here on the agenda here, to talk about this.
Oh, I thought H.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I saw it.
That's fine, that's fine, we'll swap here, we can do that, as long as you guys are okay with it.
Sorry,
So we talked about that, is there a way, and Jerry and I have talked about this, I don't know, maybe Craig and I have to, but anyway, talked to a couple of them. Is there a way to do like a reporting form or whatever for maintenance issues? to
ticket
where-
system.
Ticket system to where, like,
Yeah.
each elementary school, even if it's a teacher, can report it, maybe it's just as simple as the principal needs to take care of it, or whoever, it's on there, somebody picks it up, they assign it, it could be as simple, I mean, I don't, like, for myself at work,
Yeah.
I put in, we got compressor, our units are 30-some years old, so I mean, compressor unit, the last update was, hey, we're waiting, they came and got measurements, we're waiting on the quote back from the company. So I mean, at least it would be updated, so people would know, one, that it's been reported already, and that somebody is picking it up, and 2, that it holds accountability for you to make sure that everybody's taking care of what they're doing. I mean, I don't know, I'm thinking something that could be a simple spreadsheet, but I also know a ticketing system would have to be some kind of programming, so I don't know if there's something you can work on that. I mean, that's just a thought that could help everybody kind of keep up to date on what's going on.
Well, how many employees, how many teachers and staff do we have? How many do we have?
We have 90 teachers roughly.
And support
And
staff?
support staff's about 120.
I mean, there's gotta be, we use a system, or we end up building our own, but there's a system called Hot Sauce. It's a ticketing system. They all have their own logins, they use their school email, they log in, they can submit.
And it just, and it goes on that,
They submit too.
it goes on, well, actually, somebody who will be responsible for picking it up, but it goes into a maintenance, a spreadsheet where it's all listed on there, who reported it, what the cause is, and then somebody then is assigned, once they get an email, somebody that, you know, I don't know who that would be, if it's maintenance or you, or who it would be, the principal of the building, would go in and start assigning it. So it could be, you know, whatever it would be that I made this call, or I contacted Danny, or I contacted Mr. Johnson, or whoever, Mesmer Mechanic, or whatever, you know, that they've done these things. At least everybody knows what's being worked on, that nobody dropped the ball.
Yeah.
Or it could be simple, you have to wait till spring, or if it's raining, you know, that's the thing, but at least somebody knows that it's been addressed and it's still not closed out yet, it's still there, hangs there. I don't know if it's be something costly or something we could build ourselves, I don't know, I'm just throwing it out there as an idea that could help.
Sure.
Alleviate some of these issues that seem to be popping up a lot. That's-
Yeah, great.
I mean, that many employees and stuff, you have, I mean, I could see where stuff could slip through the cracks and.
No, just like this, you don't know, nobody reported it, maybe somebody thinks this one did it, this one didn't, or it's not my job.
Well, there's not a principle.
Yeah,
That's
no,
what
principal.
I'm saying, this is not,
Yeah, so,
there's no.
but even if they were there, you know, it would be a situation where, at least if it's done, you're just as responsible for reporting an issue as anybody else if the sink is broke or whatever. That it gets reported and doesn't get addressed every 6 months,
Sure.
like the bathroom at South.
Is that being addressed?
Yeah, there's a hot water issue down
Hot
there
water, yeah.
in lots of places.
I thought there was a sewer issue in the bathroom.
And somebody said something about sewer issue
Yeah,
last
it's in
time.
the office, around the office area there.
I was talking to Mary Ann, she said somebody mentioned to her, the hot water problem is probably just a switching valve problem.
It very well could be.
So I thought, well, that
Mixing valve.
sounds like that could be fixed. I don't know about the sewage, I don't know about that.
It'd be the one right off the gym. Well, they're both off the gym.
But they don't have hot water. Come on, the kitchen does. But anybody else wants hot water, you have to sit there for
I was-
45
yeah.
minutes.
It was brought up to me, again, I assume it to be true, but bathroom was having issues with, they have to close the bathroom down because of that sewer issues.
So
So,
they,
So
when I was doing,
it's just that stuff.
literally.
but this
financial
ticketing
engineering
system,
stuff.
somebody would be able to
Yeah,
check.
right.
And I can vouch that it was closed, because we were down there playing the game, the elementary game, and we couldn't use that restroom. Boys and girls, so they've only got one set of restrooms for the whole school.
This was last year?
This was, what was it, November-ish, October, November-ish.
That's not good.
Just a thought.
Yeah.
Maybe something you can look into.
Yeah, sure.
Or somebody look into.
Mhm.
All right, so any other communications from the board at this point?
Are we doing all communication now?
Well, since we just did, let's not jump around, let's keep under one topic here.
So we don't have to do any voting on B, C, D, E.
Correct.
So now we're down to new business, is that what you're saying, or?
But we jumped to
asking me?
communication because we saw about those, so I jumped to there, so I just gonna keep it that topic.
So how,
So where are we?
Kinda-
Board communication.
we're at more
Board
communication?
communications.
I guess my question would be is, how are we, I mean, it's been really hot.
Yes.
Where are we HVAC wise? What's kind of our state of the union on
Mhm.
HVAC?
So Brendan asked us about that at our construction meeting yesterday. Brendan is the architect with Tower Kingster. So I still have the drawings is too strong a word. The plan, the typed plan from their engineer who
It
they,
was 16,000 something, right?
That's different, that's for the elementaries.
that was the elementaries, yeah. This was like, I think it was a $350,000 project.
Okay, so I guess my question is we as a board, do we want, and with your input,
Mhm.
is that something we need Tower Kingster to do, or is this something we can, bless you, I've got a company, I'm just gonna throw it out there, I've got a company that would come down and look at it, they wouldn't charge us, they would say, here's what I'd recommend.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't even ever bid it.
Yeah, that would be great.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Instead of spending a bunch of money, we know what system we have,
Mhm.
what issues do we have that need to be corrected?
I'd love to have another set of eyes
But,
on it.
we get, no offense, are they here? There's no architect.
No,
They get a percentage on how much.
Mhm.
So, they could make that cost, I'm not saying they would, but our best bang for our buck is, let's find our issues and know what they are instead of, Danny can probably walk them around and show, well, this is a problem, this is a problem, this is a problem. I don't think we need to pay an architect or an engineer to come in and say, well, here's your problems, when Danny can walk them around and say, there they are.
No, yeah,
This unit's a problem, this unit's a problem, or this unit's a problem.
yeah, I take any more.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Instead
that'd
of,
be fine.
I mean, knowing our money situation, how much we're losing with or the cuts and everything else, I think that, not saying think outside of the box, something like that, but just to try to get our best bang for our buck.
Yeah, if you can just let me know a date, I'll make sure someone is there with me.
Okay.
No problem.
Anybody have anything else on board communication? No, while we wait for Mr. Shaw to get back, you want to go to superintendent's
Yeah, I
communication?
just have a couple of things. Yes, sure. So the first thing that we were going to work on today that I will share with you at the August board meeting is we do have our Island scores back. We have some great areas to celebrate, so I'm really excited to share those with you. So I'll be doing that at the August board meeting. But then going in hand with that, an organization called the Chalk Beat, they do some Indiana educational journalism around the whole state of Indiana. They picked up a story from the middle school of the state of Indiana's middle school population went down quite a bit on ILR as a state overall. And I'm very proud to say that our middle school's scores are up and that they're above state average almost in every area, maybe every area, but I can't say that for sure because I don't remember exactly off the top of my head. And that they picked up that there's some things that are happening at Crawford County Middle School. And so they reached out to the principal and she has conducted an interview and it is on our social media, just really praising 3 small rural Indiana schools. But I will say that the whole first part is all about Crawford County. So we got to go first. So it's a really good article. It is a little bit hard to get to read. I found it better on social media from a computer rather than on my phone. So if you're able to get to your social media from your computer, that's a really good article. And we're just proud of the middle school kids and the middle school staff. Everyone who rallied around that. So I just wanted to bring that to everyone's attention.
You see how the elementaries too?
I will have it for you in
You
August.
will have it.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yep. No, that's okay.
Okay, Mr. Newspaper Guy. Put that in print. We're really proud of that.
And then the other thing I wanted to share during my communication time is just a chart that I do every year. I'm going to put it up here on the. We'll see how technology's gone today for me. So. And this just details, this is how I keep track and my office keeps track of people who have moved and what has happened around the district. And so this year, you get one to Craig Adams.
Yep.
Thank you. Or Craig Adams, Chris Adams.
Oh.
Sorry. And this year it's a 3-page document. And so it just has connecting places if people transfer. It keeps track of who are new positions, what are things that did not get replaced. And so we kind of look through this to count in this middle column if it's new positions, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 new positions this year. And then not replaced 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 that we have not replaced and 6 that are new. So I just like to look at this. It helps me keep track of if we're status quo for the next school year, or if somebody comes to me with a request, we can be creative on adding a position because I know we have not replaced somewhere else. This is just a really good map for me to keep track of things. And then the thing that I'm probably the proudest of on this is the 2nd year in a row that we have 2 new rehires. So 2 people last year, 2 teachers left our district previously and returned to our district. And again, this year, we've had 2 teachers who left our district and have returned to our district. This is a great place to be with great kids and a great staff. And that's now 4 people in the last 2 years that recognize that and have come back. So I like to keep track of that as well. So the board has seen a kind of version of this every once in a while. I wanted to show the public that this exists. This is how I keep track of it. You guys have your detailed version, of course. I'd be happy to answer any questions about that. If you look at that at home later, just shoot me an email. I'd be happy to answer that.
If you go back up to the
Uh-huh.
4th grade south,
Yes.
so was that a split and then Bree is transferring because there won't be a 4th grade?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why it wasn't replaced, because there was one 4th grade teacher already, Jamie Haney. So she's staying in the 4th grade, and Bree moved. We had to split the kindergarten. So it just made a position for Bree to move into, actually. Yes.
So 3rd grade west, Samantha Cruz transferred
To
to
kindergarten.
kindergarten west.
Mhm, yes,
And Nikki transferred to second grade.
second grade west, yes, yep, you got it right. So those are all detailed out on here.
And so everything's filled and
Mhm, yep.
everybody's,
Yes, as of tonight, with your fifth grade hire at South, that took care of all teaching jobs at the district at the moment.
oh yeah.
Yes.
We did our one.
Yes,
And that's a split.
that's another split fifth, yes.
Brandon, did you, since our last meeting 2 weeks ago, did we split any more classes?
So, yeah.
I don't see you.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, we did split fifth grade at South. That was just hired tonight. We're looking at kindergarten at West, but we're waiting to see, we do the rolling start of kindergarten. So we only have half the kids on Friday and half the kids on Monday to see who shows up. So we may still have one more to go.
Do we have somebody in the wings to fill that if we decide to split it?
We have an idea, yes.
Anything else? Whatever. Superintendent, communications. We can come back if you need to.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
All right, so under new business now, the ECA for 25-26.
Okay, this is a new procedure that we have just learned about kind of through a totally separate thing. We actually do have to rehire all the ECA positions each year. Those aren't guaranteed from year to year, as we've always done since I've worked here. We just learned that through another process. So those do need rehired annually. Trina and I talked today, we're gonna start doing that when we rehire the support staff in May. So from now on, it will be each May, we will set those for the next school year because some of those start in the summer. So, but for today, we just need to catch up and rehire everybody for the ECA positions that they had last year that we hadn't already replaced.
So when you have somebody resign from a position, an ECA position, that doesn't necessarily mean they're leaving. They have to reapply, or how do you do that?
But we're working on that with the teachers union because this is the first time we've had to do that. So I don't really have an answer for you on that yet. So what we did this time is we just put in the people who had not resigned and put them back in just to get them officially rehired for this school year. And then to work through that process with how we want that to look forward, once we know, now that we know we have to do it that way. So this is just kind of to catch up to then get the plan for the future. So it is my recommendation we make the ECA hires from 25-26, for 25-26.
For Mr. Johnson's recommendation, do we have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
Motion by Karen and second by Sherry. Any further discussion?
So I'm just asking, are we hiring the ones that do we have names to? Or
Yes, there are names in that document.
Hiring the positions.
are we, I mean, that's what I'm saying, or if there's a name and a position there, so that's what
Yes,
we are going ahead and filling.
yes, correct.
The sea football's got it, like volleyball, we only have like Julie,
Yes.
okay, all right.
And some of these you have already actually voted on because Christopher just had them already tonight because they were just trying to get the process. We put too many people in this one just so we didn't miss anybody.
So in this one, and I just clicked on here, we have a drama coach, we've only got one person, so there's still an open position for the second one.
Yes.
Okay.
And anything that says co can always be added together and that person make both amounts if it says the word co.
But this motion is hiring the positions, right?
Just the individual.
Not the individual. Or is it the individual?
The individuals.
That's in the position.
That's the individual, so like that
Ones
open
that had it
position,
last year, we're just rehiring.
Only the certifieds were
Yeah.
rolled over.
Certified, we used to just roll over.
Yeah.
Now we have to vote each year.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
that's-
certified.
Yes, correct.
Oh, yes.
Yes. So we learned that we were doing that incorrectly. So
Look at
you write that wrong.
that's something else to keep track of.
Trina does a great job.
Oh, I know that, I just, us to try to track.
Yeah, okay.
We're gonna trust you guys. Any other discussion on that?
This has nothing to do with extracurricular, right?
No,
Yeah,
this is that.
it's the extracurricular. It is the extracurriculars.
Have we thought about going through all of that, and looking at maybe eliminating some of it?
That's still bargainable. So I do that with the Teachers Association each year. Yes.
No further?
Did somebody make a motion?
Yes.
Yes, so we have a motion second, Karen and Sherry, for a discussion and ready for a vote if nobody else has anything.
Make sure it's still on. Thank you.
Hold on, we're gonna make sure we still have connection.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm here.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
Okay.
And I see the video.
Great.
Okay. All right, call for a vote. Jerry?
I have to abstain, I see my wife's name.
Okay. Got one abstention?
Yes.
Yes.
I abstain.
Yes.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, we got 4, I don't, okay, 1, 2. We got 4 yays, 2 abstentions. That's correct.
And Cliff.
I'm a yes.
Yes,
He's a yes.
5, 0,
My
2.
wife's name, is my wife's name on there?
I didn't see it,
No,
but there's a lot. I haven't read all the way through it.
no, it is not.
5, 0, 2. Motion passed.
We just signed her up to coach.
For some open positions.
This is how she's being notified.
Typing it in as a speaker.
All right, next item.
Hey, before we move forward, I think we need to look at camera placement, before the next meeting.
I think this is the overall problem, that it just, when it froze, I think I know the issue, I just can't fix it till we're finished.
No, and that camera placement, is that? Okay,
Yeah, I think I know what to do.
okay.
Item B.
Okay, we had the opening last 2 weeks ago for the East Crawford principal when we moved Chastity Wiseman into the classroom based on her internal transfer request. We had a committee put together by myself and the association and partnered with that, and Karen sat as the member of the school board on that, and we had an elementary principal as well. And I'm happy to make the recommendation that we hire Elizabeth Cave as the East Crawford elementary principal.
I'll make the motion to hire.
I'll second it.
Discussion.
Now I'll start. I have concerns about hiring somebody from outside or hiring somebody at this time. I feel like we've got some budget things coming up. We've lost some revenue of students. So I'm very concerned that we are looking at maybe having to reduce staff of the administrators in a few months, and we're gonna hire somebody else, but we could maybe hire somebody or do something with that.
Mr. Johnson, you had spoken to us about already having all this budgeted for this year.
Mhm.
It's in the budget already.
Already for this
It's
year, yeah.
already budgeted for this year, so I'd like to go ahead and get a principal.
And I think Greg had a question too.
Where's she from?
She is from Springs Valley, but she's a Crawford County High School graduate.
My concern is,
She lives in DuBois County, sorry, she teaches at Springs Valley.
this is nothing against you, Mr. Johnson, the committee, or anything. Mine is just all fiscal, and, there are just a lot of numbers here that we're gonna be short, that we're having to make up for. This is just an opportunity that we can absorb with this one position currently that we have. We don't get these opportunities that drop in our lap all the time. Just for one thing, even though we are an educational institution, we have to, kind of think differently than maybe some corporation, but we still have to act fiscally responsible. And that's, to me, this is, we have an opportunity to close that gap and fix that in just one position here that we can absorb and move somebody around. And I just can't do it because, number one, last year we was not able to give our support staff any raises. They've not received any in 2 years, and they work just as hard as a certified staff. And we're turnover every month. So, I'm not trying to be divisive or anything. I do respect it. I respect everybody's work. It's just, that's where I'm coming from. You've always heard me talk about fiscal. So, that's my stand. So, any other discussion on that?
But recall, the person we were speaking of, their salary is funded elsewhere, so that's a big deal.
And two, we gotta do what's best for the kids.
Yeah, that's what's
I mean, we
important.
can't just stick somebody in a position just because that's what we've always
Yeah, we
done.
can't, I don't want to
So,
start this.
No, I'm not being that bad, that probably could came out bad, I didn't mean that bad that way. I understand what you're saying.
Oh, no.
I'm
Like I said, I'm being respectful, and
I agree.
whatever happens, that's just my stand. And I thought a lot about it, done a lot of research on it. I know some of you guys haven't been able to, so I understand that, and I'm not trying to sway anyone.
But it's already in the budget, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
The budget is moved, though.
Yeah, but there's some changes coming in. We can talk about that later. If it predicts, that's why you want to go. There's, over the course of the next 3 to 5 years, we could lose over $1 million to this corporation, cumulatively. That's a big chunk, and that's my number that scares the heck out of me.
But
And, talk about spending $100 and some $1,000 or less than $100,000 for light poles if we don't go over the deductible amount. 2 or 3 of those, and our rainy day fund is gone.
I don't disagree, but I think that, I'm not trying to sell it.
No,
I'm just saying.
I'm not trying, I mean,
Yeah, I think that,
that's the angle I'm coming from.
I'll leave it alone. I'm like,
We got a motion, and a second, any further discussion on that?
I think we could
I
sit
have
here and
something
do
to
what
do
ifs,
so we can
what
discuss
ifs, yeah, I think we cross that bridge when we get to it. Right now, we've got it budgeted, we don't know what's gonna happen,
But I mean, your budget only goes from, and that's what's really different about public and school corporations is that you budget for calendar year, but our funding is on a fiscal year, July to June. So that, if everything cut off differently, we'd be having to make up January to June out of our own. I mean, and I'm not using that much argument here. I'm just saying that it's difficult to budget for this sometimes for that. And I understand that.
Is this something, Wayne, that we could table to at least 2 weeks from now? To have work session?
When's our next available meeting that we could arrange?
third Tuesday, isn't it, the longest?
Yeah, our current meeting is,
I just
Well,
think,
but I mean,
August 19th.
we could have a meeting 3 days from now, right?
If we stay tonight to make the posting, yes. Yes.
I thought we had already come to a consensus on this.
Well, but I mean, I guess my whole point is that we posted internally, we got one applicant internally. I just wasn't qualified to do it, I understand, right? So that means to me that there's nobody internally that even wants the job.
And you directed us to do interviews,
Right.
for what reason, if you had no intention of replacing the principal?
it's gotta be replaced. The school cannot have a principal.
So, I mean,
So,
Jerry made the motion.
Jerry's made the motion.
I said-
Sherry seconded, Cliff has asked to be tabled, I think they say no, they're not willing to do that at this time. So,
so
ready for the vote, we'll start on the right this time, on my right, Karen.
I vote yes to hire.
Wait, do I have to go next?
chicken.
You get the first, we'll come back if you want to.
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
Yes.
No,
No.
3-3.
Oh, it's you, you're gonna make the
Yeah,
decision.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's, now you united.
Yeah,
That's what happens, that's what happens.
yeah,
I think,
you don't want those kids to get that principal, do you?
is that fair?
They're starting this week. They're starting this week.
I vote yes to it.
That was a yes, it carries 4-3.
All right.
Anything?
That is all of my new business, yes.
Okay, so one other thing I would like to, Mr. Johnson, if you communicate with us in between, because the 19th may be too late, but we'd like to have a budget workshop.
Oh,
I know that you don't start working on the numbers, so you're not ready today, so, but, you could kind of give us some dates, maybe we could actually advertise it at our next meeting on the 19th. I mean, but you kind of let us know some dates that we could be looking at so we can set those dates.
So you're thinking late August,
I would-
early
Yeah, because our
September?
hearing is what?
September
It'll have to be September the
16th.
16th. I mean, we could have it anytime between before then, but I mean, if you can always change your numbers before you get final adoption.
Correct. Yes, I just can't move the 16th.
Okay, so he'll come out with some dates and he'll throw some dates to us by email and then we can be thinking about it. We'll set our budget workshop on the 19th to have some time between then and.
Okay, I can do that, no problem.
All right, I believe we have an exciting week ahead of us for
Yes.
back to school, so.
You're all welcome to Thursday morning for breakfast at 8 o'clock at the middle school cafeteria if you are available.
What time?
8 a.m.
I've never made it yet.
Yeah. First savings dinner,
Yes, first evening is dinner.
Okay.
Yes,
It's always a good.
it is a very good breakfast.
and Wayne has to serve?
Mhm.
Okay.
I might do it just for one.
All right, any further anything else will come before the board? If not, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make the motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
All right, I guess we're all in
You
favor
gotta
of
go around and say yes.
Acclamation.
that. I can actually do that.
You got
I
that
can
one?
do that.
All right.
All right, meeting adjourned. Thanks, Cliff. Have a good evening.
Yeah, thank you guys.